Right, hey, good evening everybody. Welcome to it. It's Wednesday night. It's me, Alan Patterson. I haven't been here for years. I forgot to have it. Microphone even works. We're live. We're coming to you from Paul Ricard tonight. It is round 2 of season 11 of the RaceFace.Pro Sprint Series. And we're, as I said, Paul Ricard in the heart of France. Right next to the runway. I landed about an hour ago. Good, so here we go. We're going to be having a sprint race this evening. We've just on 10 minutes left of qualifying. Long Mistral Straight, which is going to come into effect this evening. A lot of people are going to have some challenges with regards to a perfect setup to deal with both the handling through the technical sections, as you can see on the full track map on the right hand side, as well as the long Mistral Straight. We've got a good turnout of entries in tonight, 21 cars in fact. And right at the bottom you can see a well-known returner, Cabello Motsamai. I don't have any skin in the system for him, but he is back and he's come to race a little bit. But Sprint Series predominantly made up of your usual teams. Ottens from Hybrid Academy up at the top. With him is Bernard Barkhuizen, the KSR team driver. We've also got Kieran Patterson there from Team PWSR Alpha. Ulrich Siegers, Hybrid Academy, Aston Martin. They've got a bunch of other teams, but with their primary sponsor, EG Evolved. Juan Duplessis for Hybrid Academy Dragon, Sunjin Pillay for Hybrid Academy RSA. Different looking liveries here by the looks of things. Eric Christine, here he is, the man himself, for Hybrid Academy Green. AJ de Kock, another Hybrid Academy Aston Martin. Darren Miller in a PWSR Porsche. Dave Farrell, also one of the Hybrid Academy Ferrari drivers. Tinan Kobi in his Lamborghini for Team VSR, and the rest of the field. But at the moment everyone's busy chasing Mr. Ottens. 1 minute 53.1, and Bernard Barkhuizen is not that far behind, 1/10 down. Jean-Ray Buerta, the man who said how's it on the stream, good luck to him. He's arriving and driving, as he says, so we'll see how it goes there. 7.5 minutes to go, and I really enjoyed the surrounding paintwork that they've done on this track. Huge history. It's been around for many years. They used to race the Formula 1 Grand Prix here. And also, for those who aren't aware, although I'm sure everyone knows by now, we're running the custom BOP, and that is now showing some interesting turn-ups for the books as far as different cars on the grid. Example here, Mr. Christopher Radloff for the hybrid team with a big V8 Bentley up in 5th place. So right now, as you're looking at it, there are 6 different manufacturers in the top 6 positions. So far so good for BOP. I still think Ferrari are way too much supported. They're too on point, and still a bunch of people driving them. C5 right here, but there's a good fair mix of other cars on the track tonight. A couple of Astons, Seegers and de Kock. The Bentley, the McLarens, T. Boyd in a McLaren, Cameron de Bastos, also PWSR driver in a McLaren, Mercedes for Grand Sebastian down there at the bottom, a couple of Porsches, a bunch of M4 BMWs. So good mix of manufacturers. What do we got missing? Honda and Nissan by the looks of things. Bernard Barkhuizen goes quickest. BMW M4, and it's very, very stable. very well dialed in, and Bernard he's been very happy with this car for the season. I don't think I've seen him in anything else for quite a while. Hello WT100. Right, so just on 5 minutes left. It's Barkhuizen from Ottens from Patterson. Matsamai, look at that. Kabela Matsamai is in the pits in the black Mercedes, but there we go. Hasn't been around for a while and he's into the top 5. Cameron De Bastos is struggling in the McLaren. I think he's going to be putting in a quick lap in the next couple of laps. Here he comes onto the start-finish line. EWS are chrome liveries this series. Oh, he still hasn't done a lap. Right, let's see if we'll stick with him and see if he can get a lap in here. We'll actually go in cockpit through the first turn. It's a funky left and right. And there already, I think he went too wide. Right down to the bottom of the track. Just up ahead of him, he's got a couple of drivers, and he's looking very ragged around here. I don't think this lap's going to count either. Daniel De Villiers, also TPWSR. Here he is in one of the wailing Porsches. Engine gain volume maybe a little bit loud in the in-car views. Oh, and yep, big tank slapper going on here for Daniel. And he ends up going right through, and that's going to negate that lap. We're down to 3.5 minutes. Biggest, baddest, best. What team is Barkhuizen in? So, Bernard Barkhuizen is Team KSR. Kinetic Simworks Racing. As we see Daniel heading for the pits, and no, he's not. He's trying to start another quick lap. I think he's in a panic there because he is running out of time, clearly. And Cameron De Bastos in the pits at the moment, so he's also going to probably not get a lap in and start from the back, if he even starts. And by Daniel De Villiers trying to shortcut that start, it's probably negated this lap, so he's got to get around one lap really quickly to get there before the checkered flag. So he's trying to stay out everyone's way. Geiger, how's it? Oh, that Porsche is very second-hand. It's been hammered into the wall, so it's obviously got no time, yeah? No pace. Cameron looks like he has pulled out of the pits and he's going, but Ryan Ottens in the ever-quick Ferrari for Hybrid Academy 5 kVA, and he is 8,000th, I think, off the back of Bernard Barkhuizen's time, and going to be pushing to take that pole. Wayne does take that pole, 153.0. Barkhuizen now, yeah, I can't even tell you what that number is, but is that close behind him. Jamie Rees, another new youngster in the EG Evolved Hybrid Academy BMW, also M4, and he is 6/10 off the back and going very rapidly. It's a new youngster that kind of arrived. I think he might have come from consoles. I'm not 100% sure, but certainly showing huge skill, huge pace. And then Christopher Radloff in the big Bentley or Boatley. I'm a fan of this car and I'm really glad to see it back and on the grid and going. And Chris Radloff does like this car as well. We'll see where he comes. Also one of the hybrid guys. Oh, he's Mr. Apex a bit there. Hopefully he gets a good drive. Let's see what happens. Okay, Doesn't change position. Last lap 154.3, so he's starting his last chance this lap. It's got 30 seconds left. Let's see if everybody else is on a lap. Want to go and see these two boys. Where's Daniel? He is going to be out of this because he's going down the back straight. Cameron De Bastis, he is not going to make the start finish. Oh, he might be on a lap. So let's see if Cameron's managed to get through on this one. But at the moment, Ottens in pole, 153.0. It is super fast round here. There we go. We're now just waiting for everyone to get to the finish. Bernard Barkhuizen still out. Jamie Rees in the pit, so he's done and dusted. Radloff still out. Patterson still out. Quan Duplessis and a bunch of others obviously still there. Okay, he's just gone in the pits. We're just following De Bastos just to see if he gets in a quick lap. He should be easily in the top 10. Kobelo Motsumai sitting comfortably in 7th there. Oh, Barkhuizen goes quicker, 152.8. My word, how quick is the BMW? So Bernard Barkhuizen, a 52.8. He puts it at 10th, 1.5 tenths ahead of Ottens. De Bastos out of the final turn. Is this lap going to count? Still currently 21st. And he's over the line and stays there. So he's not happy with the track or the car setup. Christopher Radloff just about to finish his lap in 5th place. Is he going to improve? He comes over the line and he goes up to 3rd place. So there we go. Barkhuizen, Ottens, Radloff, Patterson, Rees. That's your top 5 for the sprint race here from Paul Ricard. Yo, okay, we're going to be in for it. Let's get everything settled and sorted. Welcome to everyone on YouTube. You are watching the sprint series, the Wednesday night here from RaceFace.Pro, season 11, round 2 of the sprint series. Last season for the year as we head towards December and Christmas period. A lot of heavy months that have gone past and needing a break, to be fair. Bernard Barkhuizen sitting on the pole position, so he'll be on the left of the straight going down to T1. It's not the ideal position, but that's how it is on this track. Ottens will be on the right hand side up against the pit wall, and he'll be on the racing line as they head into the braking point. So let's watch what happens. We'll see as when the race starts. 55 seconds. Everyone just getting their setups right and done. 3rd place, Christopher Radloff, right there you can see in the big Bentley next to him. Let's go to the helicam. It's Kieran Patterson in the pinkish, purplish, McLaren. And then Jamie Rees, 3rd row, 5th place. Hybrid Academy BMW next to him. Quan Duplessis, Hybrid Academy Dragon Team, another Ferrari. Kobelo Motsumai in the pitch black Mercedes-Benz AMG GT3. And next to him it's St. John from Hybrid Academy RSA in his Ferrari. Heinrich Siegers in 9th place. Aston Martin, and next to him it's AJ de Kock in the Aston Martin. That's your top 10, with Grant Sebastian getting himself up to 11th in his Mercedes, and then the rest of the field further back. 21 drivers, 21 cars, and a good mix as they pull off. And we're going to sit somewhere around about 3rd place. Helicam view as they head down the main straight. We'll watch from here. Currently focused on Jamie Rees's BMW on the 3rd row there, but we should be able to see the whole field. Good looking field of cars as they go around T1. They're now in countdown mode and waiting for the flags and lights. Hello Martin, thanks buddy. Green light, here we go. We're off. And the first 2-3 rows of Bentleys on a charge and heading up the middle. Oh, look at this. Oh my word, we got 3 already backs out of it. And look at Cabello in the black Mercedes bombs one up the inside. Good clean bit of overtaking there. The two hybrid cars come together through the second of that turn. Viviers picks up a DT for being in the wrong place, but we're good. We're going to go to the front. Radloff in the big Bentley trying to dice with his teammate Ottens in the Ferrari, and we've got Kieran Pedersen right in behind it, and we've got Cabello in the Mercedes right there. Kieran gets it up the inside of the Bentley and he's on, and the McLaren is going to go up the Mistral straight. We've got the Bentley and the Mercedes going side by side. We're going to go to them. This is going to be hectic to watch. Oh, Mr. Radloff moving around on the straight, trying to make a position, and look at the speed of the Bentley. He's caught up and is side by side with the McLaren of Patterson. As they come up to the end of the Mistral straight, another Ferrari tearing up behind them, hybrid car. Into the turn they go. Oh, Cabello sideways in the Mercedes. They're two abreast as they go through there. Radloff hanging on strong around the outside. Kieran sends them through and Cabello follows him in the Mercedes. I'm sorry, we're going to stay with this dice for the first lap because it's happening right here, boys. Oh, Motsama in the Mercedes, and now Christopher Radloff sends it up the inside of everyone and hits two cars. That puts paid to Kieran's race, and he's out, but Radloff continues. Motsama gets away with it, and he's off. Jamie Rees also getting collected. Should be able to see what happened to Jamie Rees. He's behind this bunch, as you can see, and he is following Quan Duplessis' Ferrari. He does a send up the inside and the Ferrari turns into him, and that puts paid to Jamie Rees's race. He gets turned around in traffic, and there's a bunch of contact from teammates and a couple of other cars, and that's unfortunate. Back to the leader, Bernard Barkhuizen, and he's going. Ryan Otten's not that far away, but Bernard pushing the BMW as fast as he can. Cabello Motsama in third place and going strong in the Mercedes. Christopher Radloff in fourth place in the Bentley. Sure, there might be a couple of objections getting filed for his driving there. Quan Duplessis going up the Mistral in the Ferrari. The field has spread out radically because of that. Let's go and see if we can find some close racing. Grant Sebastian up into 8th place in his Mercedes, and we've got Darren Miller in his Porsche closing in on the back of him. Just up ahead of him, Eric Costin in his Ferrari looking at the back of AJ de Kock. AJ runs a little wide, and Eric sends one up the inside, and AJ hangs on to it. Off they go. Not AJ, yeah, AJ de Kock, sorry. Now that was shaping up to be a good dice. That's unfortunate. Here comes Grant Sebastian coming to join the party here with Kirstine, and he's bringing Darren Miller with him as they all hard break through the final turn and onto the start finish to start their race. A couple of the drivers involved in that early incident taking an early pit stop straight to try and repair damage. So we'll see how good Seegers, Patterson, Jamie Rees and company can do coming from early pit stop. 50 minutes on this set of tyres and whatever fuel they got, which should be good to go. First and second, half a second apart, Barkhuizen and Ottens, so not much to show there. I'm going to go through the field and have a look. Here's Sinjin Pillay. And Sinjin, he's got Dave Farrell all over the back of him, and he's got Tino Kubi up ahead of him in the Lamborghini. Sinjin getting great drive out of the bottom there, and he is going to just literally fly past the Lamborghini, but he's not actually. They're side by side. Go and watch this as they head up to that shop right. Look at the draft on the Ferrari of Dave Farrell. Oh, he wants to just send one up the inside, and they're three abreast. Tina and Kobe, he moves back a position, and the two Ferraris, wow. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Farrell a little bit too quick. He went through the flags there, so that lap will be either a driver warning or he's lifted. But that lets Sunjin Pillay go back, go clear. He's chasing Mark Antle in the BMW just up ahead there. Good looking BMW. And then we've got Tina and Kobe in the Lambo, still having a full-on dice here with Dave Farrell. And just behind them is Boerte in the McLaren for hybrid. Look at these two guys, side by side, not giving it up. Tina does an undercut. Oh, this is good racing here, boys and girls. And Tina, yeah, he's going to get a good drive there. So the Ferrari's got good acceleration. Decides to pull in behind Tina and Kobe, who's running a defensive line down the main straight into T1, and everybody takes a breath and settles down. And we're on to 3 laps of this race, 48 minutes to go. Phew. Let's put it just like that. Tina's Boerte hybrid car, and he is looking also now to attack on these 3 ahead. I am watching the times. Pretty big gaps all up ahead, so not too worried about what's going on there, but this is a good dice to watch. See how much of a draft here Dave Farrell picks up. Dave Farrell in the Ferrari. He's right in the draft of Tina and Kobe's Lambo. And look at that, there you can see it starts working. He's going to be next to him and ahead of him by the time they get to the turn at the end of the Mistral. Side by side, Tina and Kobe's going to have to lift out of this. He can't go around next to him. He does in fact lift. Oh, cars are getting all squirrely as they come through there, but they all make the turn. Oh, Dave Farrell gets a huge drift going on in the Ferrari and almost runs off the track. There we go. And edges to catch it, and we're all good to go. He's in the red and blue liveried EG Evolved Hybrid Academy team. Okay, going up ahead here, Darren Miller on the back of Grant Sebastian, who is on the back of Eric Kirstein. So these 3 dicing for a 7th, 8th and 9th position. Let's go back to the BMW. Mark Antle under pressure. Sunjin Pillay is looking, he's swinging left and right. He wants to try and get by this BMW. Let's get in the car with Sunjin. Oh, he gets a huge drive out of T2. He's next to the BMW as they head down to the technical section, and he's ahead. That was a great pass by Sunjin. Leaves him a lot of room. Good clean racing going on there. Oh, there's one up the inside. Oh no, you can't do that, Mr. Antle. Oops, okay, went back 30 seconds. So here we see Sunjin gets a massive drive. Mark Antle gets a bit of a tank slap in the M4. Sunjin just cruises by into the technical section. This is where we're on board with him. Sunjin leaving enough, then through the left-hander, now to the double right-hander. And Mark decides to try and send one in there and just doesn't slow the car up. Helps to actually straighten Sunjin out and lifts a little bit, so he drops a couple of positions. But there we go. They're on their way and going. Sunjin Pillay didn't get too badly hurt there, but he might be carrying a little bit of damage, but he's still right behind Tina and Kobe and Mr. Farrell. What happened to that beer? Looks like we've just had a disconnect. Mark Antle's gone. Yes, here we go. Let's go back up to the front. Ryan Ottens goes into the lead. And Bernard Barkhuizen. Sorry, guys. Did miss that. I don't know how long ago that pass happened, but I don't want to go back a minute. But right, let's stick with the leaders. They've got traffic to deal with. right up ahead. It is a blue Porsche. That is Daniel de Villiers and Bernard Barkhuizen. He's going to hang on to the tail flaps of Ryan Ottens as they head up the straight and try and hold on to the slipstream here. Let's see how much power the M4's got. I think this straight is 1.4, 1.6 kilometers in length, if memory serves me correctly. Right, through the long right-hander they come, and Bernard Barkhuizen's right there, almost up the side and the inside of that Ferrari, and he holds a tight line as they go through that those double right-handers. Oh, right, coming up the inside of the Porsche of de Villiers, and more contact going on. Let's let Barkhuizen run through. Barkhuizen now flashing at de Villiers. Is behind, who gets out the way, and Barkhuizen goes through. Mark Antels was in the pits and he's gone, so yeah, he has disappeared off the timing screen. Here's Ryan Ottens, and he recovers. He's in 5th place, and he'll swiftly drive his way back up into the top 3, I'm sure. There's a slight bit of contact going on there with de Villiers, but off they go. Juan Duplessis just up the road in his Ferrari. Right, so where's the Radloff? Here we go. Christopher Radloff right on the back of Cabello. Christopher Radloff showing some huge pace for hybrid, team hybrid in the Bentley. 2 V8s going at each other. And look at the draft. Oh, the Bentley just cruises up the back of that Mercedes and goes right past. Come on, cameraman. There we go. And the Bentley's ahead. Through that long right-hander, they got to miss the flags, which they do. Cabela's Mercedes looking a bit worse for wear in the front as well, so he's had a bit of contact with somebody or somewhere. Okay, these two coming up to de Villiers again. Christopher sends the Bentley up the inside. Solid block pass going on right there, and off he goes, and Cabela decides, nah, I'm going into the pits. So Cabela's going to do some repairs and fix the car and do what he has to do and look at an undercut possibly. Right, let's catch our breath here. 40 minutes left and Barkhuizen leads. Barkhuizen's quickest lap, a 153.9. Christopher Radloff in 2nd place, 3 seconds back his best, a 154.0. So running at the same pace. Juan Duplessis now in 3rd place, and his quickest a 154.6. Ryan Ottens already up into 4th place, his quickest a 153.7, and easiest, the quickest car on the track at the moment. 2/10 quicker than Bernard Barkhuizen. With AJ de Kock, his quickest a 155, but he's in 5th place. So a little bit of consistency in keeping out of everyone's drama, and that puts de Kock into the top 5. Hello, Steve Koenig. How are you? You can take a break, put your feet up, have a dop or two. Lekker. Hello, JD Simpson and Shanti Les Ottens. How's it? 8th and 9th, let's go. Tina Nkobi, here we go. He's chasing the back of Farrell. Tina Nkobi, oh, look at Farrell going in that Ferrari. I mean, he went into the next country. He was in Italy there for a second. Tina Nkobi up the inside. And Farrell's seriously struggling. Like, seriously, in fact. Tinin Kobi goes away and Sunjin comes right through. So I think something's gone wrong with this this car. Got some Mickeys flying around here. So Sunjin Pillay goes up into 9th, Tinin Kobi in 8th. And onto the start-finish line they go. Sean Gramney. How are you, sir? I haven't spoken to you in like years. I hope you're doing well, Sean. Oh, thanks, Steve. I'm trying to put some commentators' curses and cameraman curses here, but it seems like I've lost my touch. You've clearly taken that away from me. It's a net win for you, Steve. Okay, let's go and see what's happening. Barkhuizen hammering up the Mistral Straight. Last lap of 54.5, quickest to 53.9, so maintaining a good pace. There you can see in the background the Bentley, here it comes, and Radloff. Last lap 55.4, a little bit on the slow side. Juan Duplessis last lap also 55, and Ryan Otten's going like a bat out of you know where. Last lap of 54.8, and closing in on the back of Juan Duplessis. I said it would take him about 2 laps and he'll be back in the top 3. I think he took that as an insult and it's actually only going to take him 2 laps. Eighth place, Sunjin. Oh, look at this lot. Sunjin cruising by. I've got to show you that replay. Up the Mistral Straight, he's behind Tinin Kobi. Gets a huge vacuum suck going up the back straight. Anything in the draft here, you're going to gain massive benefits, but the Ferrari, even as quick as it is, he gets even more of a huge benefit. Right, he's on the inside. Tinin Kobi can see him in his mirrors. He can't turn in. Sunjin clean through there, right-hander, and here comes Farrell in his Ferrari, and he does a send up the inside. Tinin Kobi, net 2 position loss on that lap. Sunjin moving up into 8th place. Now 7th. Dave Farrell into 8th, and Tinin Kobi goes backwards with Grand Sebastian rounding out your top 10. Nothing going on, no close racing down at the bottom, so I'll just watch these gaps. Oh, sorry, Steve. Hey, Keegan, how's it? Dragging on to another day. So two MSA meeting yesterday, buddy. I couldn't be you. Really. There's no way I just couldn't face that. Hey, split wrists kind of material, if you ask me. Right, Farrell trying to hang on to a half a second deficit off the back of Sunjin, but I don't think it's going to do anything. The field now very heavily spread out. Yeah, Sean, indeed, that battle did compromise Tinin Kobi. These guys are obviously... Oh, Farrell is just having a mare of an evening. Now, that's a little bit of a risky return to track. I think he's just going hammer and tongs at this, but the Ferrari is definitely not working for him. Possibly incorrect tire pressures. His handling is just out the window. Tinin Kobi is probably wondering, what is this guy up at? My guy, what are you doing, Farrell? But it's all good. Ferraris 3 and 4. Ottens is right there. Here we go. He is now within a second of Kwan, so he was going to take 3 to 4 laps to get in the top 3. And I'm sure there's no real team orders going on here, so Ryan's going to have to do this the right way. And he closes in on the back of Juan Duplessis. He's going to try and pick up a draft going up the straight. Everybody here still got a pit. Henrik Seegers leading the first of the pitted cars with Cabello Motsamai and Kieran Patterson in 15th, 16th and 17th. And Daniel De Villiers also down there with Joan Viviers. But here we go. Let's see what Ottens can do. Okay, that gap 9/10 now. So he's fallen off the back, possibly carrying a little bit of damage here, which he will fix at his next pit stop. Ron Sebastian, half a second, 6/10 off the back of Tina and Kobe. There's a wailing AMG GT3 going up the Mistral Straight. Brake and gear down, hard right, big tank slapper. Oh, had to lift very much so to not lose control of the car there, but caught it well. And up ahead again, look, it's Farrell. He's running into Italy, goes so wide around that corner. Excuse me. I wonder. Oh, Tina and Kubi also missing corners up there. Tina and Kubi struggling and also not having good pace with the Lambo. Mark Antle into the. Oh no, sorry, he's disconnected. Can't get rid of his name on the screen. Jean-Ray Boite in his Porsche. Also right behind Rod Sebastian. Anyone in the pits yet? Not yet. Ryan Ottens again trying to close in and hang on to the back of Quan Duplessis down the long straight. Yeah, okay, Steve, a few interesting straights. There was, I think you arrived a bit late. There was a bit of contact early on with Radloff and Patterson and a couple of others, and that's what put those guys into the pits early. So some early strats coming out with the rest of the field going to pit a little bit later. Jade Simpson, hi, I think you related to Hugh Bladen. No, and my name's Alan, not Dan. But all good. Thanks. I haven't done this commentary malarkey for at least a year now, but glad I could quickly get everything set up and sorted for a Mr. Burtis from RaceFace.Pro, who asked me, due to Steve Koenig going into a meeting which is going on tomorrow. So yeah, there we go, all good. Right, Farrell again. Through this section he struggles, but right on the back of St. John. And Tini Nkubi got Grand Sebastian right on the back of him. So still a whole lot of racing going on here. Anybody in the pits yet? Yes, no. Oh, look at the back. There's a whole lot of, what's the name going on? That's Darren Miller, Team PWSR, going past Daniel De Villiers, who is almost 2 laps down. So Daniel not having a fun time of it in the Porsche around here. I did have a little say about that car, but never mind. Right, Cameron De Bastos in from 14th place in his McLaren. So he's pitting to get his pit stop done and dusted. Okay, Farrell very close on the back of St. John Pillay, and then gets a little squirrely and falls away a bit. There again, the car, he's got severe slide, oversteer coming out of some of these corners. He's not happy with this Ferrari. I mean, he was right on the tail of St. John, and look at that now, he's nowhere. Big gaps up ahead of him. Even Ottens also 8/10. Oh, Cameron De Bastos, he's going to be having a meltdown because that's a stop go for speeding in the pit lane. Darren Miller on the back of the Porsche of Jay Boite. Now moves out to see if he can go around the outside. They both have to brake. Miller's not going to make this corner. He's got to lift and come back in. Wish they're still side by side. And he breaks into that long right-hander. Porsche's trying to have a good fight going on here. These two for 11th and 12th position. No, JD, it's all good. No problem. Ron Sebastian, it's going to have a look. He is close. And they go over the start-finish line to start another lap. 13 laps in, just under half an hour left in this race. I wonder if I've got a Morgan McCall who should have been here tonight, but he didn't seem to start the race, and we've had one disconnect. Gerard Pretorius is running, and he's right at the back, 2 laps down. I think he had a disconnect possibly, but he has come back in. Oh, big send up there, misses the apex and has a huge drift session. Just going to have a look at Unrich Seegers. Here he is in the Hybrid Academy Aston RBS team car. And 6 seconds back from him, Cabello's just gone past Kieran Patterson. So Cabello getting his pit stop done and dusted and showing some huge pace. Kieran Patterson in 16th place, and he is also was an early pit stop. So he's going to run us straight to the end, and we'll see where he finishes. Cameron De Bastos into the pits to complete the stop go 30 for speeding. I can just hear the blue language in that cockpit. And then Joan Viviers in the big BMW, also Hybrid Academy, BMW RBS racing. And Jamie Rees, who was showing huge potential, is also disconnected. He's the driver who left. He was in the top 3 earlier, so unfortunate about him going. Okay, back to our leader. Here we go. It's Bernard Barkhuizen, and he's got 6 seconds on Christopher Radloff in the Bentley, who has Ryan Ottens has now made it into 3rd place. He's passed his teammate Kwan, so that's your top 3. Juan Duplessis 4th, and AJ de Kock rounds out your top 5. Hello, Mr. De Villiers. Jania, you didn't have fun in that Porsche of yours. Right, did Jamie Rees just reconnect? He did. Shame. So Jamie Rees, who was going so well earlier, had a disconnect. He's just reconnected. So he's going to have to sit there for 2.5 minutes and go a couple more laps down. But he's back in to have some fun and probably put in some practice laps. No close races already. If there's big gaps here. Sebastian 8 tenths, 9 tenths, Tina and Kobe. Let's go and have a look. From Sebastian. Still pursuing Tina and Kobe, and just up ahead you can see Farrell chasing Sunjin Pillay. Tina and Kobe watching at his rearview mirror. Angle of attack on this rear wing of the Lamborghini is incredible. Actually faces upwards. Must be generating so much downforce for this car. Oh, bad luck, Daniel. Your pedals again. I don't know, maybe unplug them and run the old Logitechs for a while. Dave Farrell still trying to find a way past Sunjin, and we'll do a lap with him. Let's have a watch here. In fact, we'll go to this, not that view. No. Right, cockpit view, and we'll see just how stable this Ferrari is as he chases Sunjin. Dear, and that Porsche just, that BMW exited stage right there ahead of them. I think that was Jamie Rees coming out the pits. Here we go. Dave Farrell pulls out of the draft. up the inside. Now we'll see how he manages the next 2 or 3 corners of this Ferrari, which has been extremely loose. Misses the apex again by 2 miles. Comes back onto the track and has to give the position back. Does slow down. Still out off track. He'll have a drive through very shortly for off track if he hasn't lifted and slowed. Though Farrell's seriously struggling with that car's handling. Sunja just driving around, minding his own business, and happy in 8th place, 7th place, sorry. Up ahead, Eric Costin in his Ferrari, also looking after himself, and onwards he goes. See if Tina and Corby can close in on the back of Farrell, because clearly he loses control of the handling of that car at the end of the long back straight. Right, into turn 1 chicane, sharp left, then fast right, and off they go down to the middle sector of Paul Ricard. Ron Sebastian also still not out of this. He's hanging on to the back of the Lamborghini of Tina and Kubi. So Grant in his Mercedes trying to pick up a draft, and here he comes down the straight. It's all about who's got the slipperiest car right now. Look at that wing, faces up. The fuse is probably dragging its way up the back straight, yet grinding away. Okay, Dave Farrell again closes up on the back of Sunjin. Right, through here, it does lift and brake a little bit. Doesn't run deep. Sunjin hits the flags coming through, but I'm sure that's all okay. Barkhuizen from Radloff, from Ottens, from Duplessis, from De Kock. That's your top 5. Big gaps in between each one there. Eric Costin hanging on to 6th, and then a big gap back to Sunjin. 11, almost 12 seconds, but then it's all happening here. 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. This is the 4 cars you're seeing on the screen. No one pitting yet. Look at that Ferrari. Oh my word, look at that Ferrari. Oh! Ooh, let's do it 10 seconds on that. Big slide one way, then a slide the other way. Tina squeezes by, gets a bit of paint scraped off the back of the Lamborghini. Oh. Dave Farrell's struggling with this car, seriously. So, big changes happened right there. Sunjin stays in 7th. Tina and Kubi goes up into 8th place in the Lambo. And Grant Sebastian trying to hang on to the back of the Lambo. With Dave Farrell now dropping a good 3 seconds back and off the train of these cars. For those interested, we are going to be having the round 5 of the RaceFace.Pro Endurance Series this coming Sunday, and it's on this very track. It's the 6 hours of Paul Ricard. Teams are currently busy running quali rounds to position themselves for the grid. And as expected, it's Barkhuizen and Radloff, the 2 quickest drivers and cars on the track at the moment. That have posted the quickest quali times, but there's still some teams to come. Couple of drivers not able to run this weekend, but with the team structures allowing 1 to 3 drivers, other teammates are filling in, and hopefully we'll still get a good field of 20 plus cars for the Paul Ricard 6 hours. Tina and Kubi, look at this, he's pulling into this party, and not that far off the back of Sunjin. Right, 19, just under 20 minutes left to go. Barkhuizen. Biggest, baddest, best. Let's go and look at 15th and 16th. It's Cabello and it's Kieran Patterson. Yes, it's Junior himself back from overseas. And he was running quite quick early on in the top three. Had a little bit of a coming together with Radloff, but has done an early pit stop and hopefully he's putting in good times. And there's Farrell's drive-through. I did say it was going to happen and it's happened. He is not happy with that car. We see Jean Viviers also in the pits down in 19th place. I saw him just driving along. Kieran Patterson quickest a 1:54.2 if I compare that to Barkhuizen, a 53.9, and Ryan Otten's 53.7, Radloff 54.0. So Kieran's last lap a 54.8, Barkhuizen 54.4, Ryan Otten's 55, and those guys still to pit. So they're still a way off for the guys ahead to do their pit stops. But we'll see what happens in the next 18 minutes. Kieran trying to come up, get a draft up the back of the Mercedes, and he's almost in the draft. He's under half a second, so that should be making an effect. And he does close in. Cabello Motsamai, Prince KB himself, he's going to have to be watching in his mirrors. That's a tricky corner. Got to get the car back in before those flags, otherwise you get a penalty, or a warning at least. Kieran in McLaren closes right in under the wing of Cabello. Gets a much better line through there. But Cabello in the Mercedes showing some good grunt and some good pace. Right, Farrell in the pits for his drive-through. That's going to drop him out of the top 10. These two guys chasing Seegers. Seegers just up ahead, there they are, so that's the top three. That's Seegers, Motsabai and Patterson there, as you see them. Okay, let's go look at Tina and Kobe again. Grant Sebastian on the back of Tina and Kobe as they go onto the long back straight, and I thought Tina was closer to Sinjin. The Delta was under half a second, but he's dropped off that. So Sinjin got a great drive through that complex. Yeah, biggest, baddest, best, totally. I'm trying to keep on top of the closest dices so that we at least get something to watch here. So just bear with me, but feel free to ask if you want to see something and I'll jump across. Tina and Kobe closes in on the back of Sunjin Pillay. Tina doing really well in the Lambo. My preferred machinery at the moment, still running in the Lamborghini. And this is the Evo 2 version of the Huracan GT3. And Grant Sebastian's coming with him. These guys are also closing up on each other. Cameron de Bastos gets a drive-through. So after speeding in the pits, he now puts too many track cuts on himself and now also has to do a drive-through. So that blue language is now turning purple with sparks and flashes. You can just imagine what's going on in that car. Here we go, over the line again. Look at this lot. This is all about just maintaining the pressure, not sliding the car, keeping within a close proximity to try and get the best draft you can up the long straight. And right now everyone's close. Look, the deltas here, Tina and Kobe, half a second of Pillay. Grant Sebastian, 3/10 off the back. All three of them are within. Oh, Tina's right there. This is going to be epic up the straight. Sunjin gets just a better drive out of that bottom complex, but Grant has hung on to the back of Tina and Kobe's Lambo, so we should see some side-by-side now up at the end of the straight, I think. Look at those deltas. That's not 0.3 to Pillay, it's got bigger, it's probably about 0.6. But Sebastian is closing in, slowly but surely. Oh weird, Tina and Kobe is closing in on Sinjin. Tina and Kobe misses the apex there, but brings it back in. These three are on it. Can we watch the battle for 13th? Yeah, we surely can. Cabello Motsamai trying to defend against the quick Kieran Patterson. Big pace up the straight into the fast right-hander. Both of them commit, turn in and go. Cabello takes the Mercedes into the long right-hander. Kieran gets a quicker line through the inside. There's a contact going on there, and Kieran hits Cabello, straightens him out, and he's just going to carry on. So, yeah, unfortunate there. Has Cabello stopped? He has stopped. You can't park there, sir. Oh, he's ejected back to pits. Cabello. Alright, Sunjan in the pits. Here we go. We've got pit stops. Sunjan into the pits. So he's the first of the out there drivers that on track that are pitted, besides the early pitters. Tina and Kubi. Now inherits 7th place. Grant Sebastian going with him. Let's watch them now as they head up the long back straight. That was bad luck for the dice with Cabello. He shouldn't have escaped to pits, but maybe there was a problem with his equipment. Looked like he couldn't start the car or something. He was literally static on the racing line. Sorry, JDL. That was terrible. That's a commentator's curse. I think Cabello's going to have me. Why do you put the camera on me and then your son hits me? It's a conspiracy. What the heck? Oh, Grant outbrakes himself. Almost gets a panic brake and runs off track there. That is Jamie Rees behind in the M4. He is 8 laps back and just doing probably some practice for the endurance and for tomorrow's race. Cabello still in the pits. Pretoria still in the pits. So, Pillay out and in 14th. There we go. Here comes Sebastian. Got to brake early for that pit lane. It's a funky entrance to the pit lane, that's for sure. So he comes in for his pit stop. Right, go back to the lead. Let's see. It's Barkhuizen, 22 laps in, and he's cruising along. His last lap, a 1:54.5. So Bernard quite happy in the BMW. Radloff in the big grumbling Bentley. A 1:55.1, so not as quick as Bernard Barkhuizen, but hanging on to the big Bentley as he comes out of the long back straight. Ryan Ottens, having had some early dramas, all the way back into the top 3, and his last lap a 1:55.1, and I know he's carrying a bit of damage, so when he pits I'm sure he'll fix that. These guys will probably not put, I'm not sure on the rules again if they have to take tyres or not. Quan Duplessis in 4th place. He's now 7 seconds off the back of Ottens. That goes to show the pace of Ryan Ottens. Man is definitely quick, no question. AJ de Kock, and he is in 5th place. His last lap a 1:55.8 as he comes round to complete another lap. 10 minutes and some seconds counting, so we're going to see a flurry of action as these guys head into the pits. It's going to be a lastminute.coms, pretty much in and out, splashes and dashes, I'm sure. Cabello's still in the pits. I don't think he's coming back out. Cameron de Bastos, he's going up the back straight. He's out. Cabello, yeah, I think he's going to retire the car there. Music AMG, I like that team name. For those of you who don't know, go and Google Prince KB. Tinan Kobe. All on his own now because he has lost the interests of Grant Sebastian, who pitted. So Sebastian in and out as well. There's Buerta. So Tinas Buerta comes in the pits for Hybrid Academy. He's going to get his pit stop done and dusted. So now we're going to see where Kieran comes out. He's currently the leader. And we'll see what happens once the leaders who haven't pitted all pit where these guys position. Behind Patterson is Seegers. Here he is. He's not that far back. That gap 3 seconds. Then Grand Sebastian currently in neck third. And Sinjin Pillay. Yeah, he comes. Right, all of a sudden pretty much half the field's pitted and completed their pit stops. So we are now going to wait for the leaders and positions 1 to 9 to come in and get their pit stops done. Yes, Daniel, that was a song. I mean, forget he used to sing that song. Radloff in the big Bentley, 9.7 seconds back, and Ryan Ottens in the Hybrid Academy Ferrari, he is 8 seconds back off Christopher Radloff. Hybrid guys running 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 9th. I don't understand this. Daniel de Villiers is writing to us while driving the car. Now he's flashing his lights at Cameron. His teammate just up ahead. These guys are 16th and 17th respectively. This is Team PWSR Alpha and Bravo respectively, and Daniel saying that he's inherited a set of pedals, Fanatec pedals, and there is some issue with the brake pedal that binds or locks or enables or activates on its own. There's a write-up about it, about making sure there's a spacer on the side of it and it's well lubed, and anyway, that's his problem. So he'll be really quick, and then just out of the blue the pedal will start braking without him touching it. Can't be that much fun. Eric Christine in the pits. Here we go. Nice rims there, Eric. Gonna watch him because he should come out somewhere close or close abouts with Patterson and Seegers. De Villiers gets a drive through. Miles will retire the car. So he's listening to us. Cool Cam. Daniel, just retire the car. And it's told you, stop and go. It's up and down. He's rolling already, is Eric Christine. So that's like a 2 liter whatever, 5 minutes, just under 6 minutes to go. Helicam, where is the field? Where is Patterson? Here comes Patterson. So Eric Christine is just out ahead of Kieran Patterson. And I mean just, the gap's probably about 3 seconds. There you can see him in the background. Bad luck there for Cabello. He has in fact retired the car. Jamie Reese did disconnect but has managed to reconnect and is doing laps. And De Villiers in the pits and probably, maybe, hopefully going to retire that car because that's not working. Bago sang the song Crash Test Dummies. That's it, Bago. Well done, bro. Well, I guarantee you Googled it. You looked it up. You didn't know that. If you did, thumbs up. I went to a music quiz 2 weeks ago. I enjoyed those music quizzes. There was a fundraiser here locally, and our team was Me and the missus and Kieran and his missus, and we came 6th. Also, music quiz, general knowledge kind of quiz. They're good fun. I used to do those when I used to DJ. Ada Cock is in the pits as he just comes to a stop. There we go. Not yet. We'll show how quick the stops are because we're just under 5 minutes and counting of this race. So these top 8-9 cars stop and goes literally. AJ de Kock up, he's on the jacks. Oh, down, he's off the jacks. There was at least 5 litres going in. And he's out. Right, where's he in comparison to Kirstine and Patterson? Here comes Eric. Oh, this is close. The guys are pitting and they're coming out literally within a second or less of each other. So Miller's in between, but de Kock managed to get in and out. If you look back on the camera view here, there you can see there's Eric Kirstine, there's Patterson. Jay Buerta in the pits. What happened with Genre? Oh, here he comes. He's coming out now. He's going to fall back a bit. Patterson, Seegers, a bunch of people have gone past. So Genre in the Porsche, he's going to drop down a few positions. But currently AJ de Kock leading in his hybrid Aston Martin. And Eric Kirstine second, Patterson third. But yeah, we've still got Barkhuis and Radloff's in. Okay, let's go. It's the big Bentley. And Ryan Ottens is in. Here he comes. So he'll be a little bit longer, probably, to fix the damage on the Ferrari. Front's looking a little bit scuffed up, but if he does do that, I don't know if he will. There's only 2 minutes left, so it's literally 2 laps. He might not do a repair job. It's probably just going to do the refuel and go. Radloff stops, he's refilled, he's gone. Ferrari stops, he's up. He's down, he's going. He's definitely not repairing bodywork. Right, AJ de Kock, where is he? Here he comes. Coming into the final 2 corners. Ryan Ottens is heading down the pit lane. Oh, he's out. Easy done. Easy. So Radloff leads net easily in 3rd place. It's going to be about Barkhuizen and Quan du Plessis. Ryan Ottens is out in B. Okay, there's a problem here. It's not registering that pit stop of Ottens, although we did just watch it. What didn't he do? Or is this some kind of a bug in the matrix? Yeah, that hasn't registered his pit stop, but we did watch it live on stream, so not too sure what to say there. Right, Tinen Kubi, he's still got a pit as he goes up the straight. Bernard Barkhuizen, yeah, he comes. And he's got a whole lot of Hybrid Academy McLaren right ahead. Is he coming in? He is. Bernard heads inside the pit lane. Got to slow down. There's the speed limiter and nails it. Quan du Plessis, yeah, he comes around the last couple of corners.
Leaders on final lap now.
Barkhuizen being the leader, who's in the pits at the moment. Quan du Plessis, and he heads to the right-hand side, so he comes in. Tinen Kubi will be coming in. Ottens does not need to come in, because he has in fact pitted, but I mean, that wasn't a penalty. I mean, I can't see him coming in again. Okay, so it's out, mind you, but I just want to watch and see. I'm sure Ryan will just go straight on. He is pitting. Alright. Ryan didn't do something in the first pit stop. He's coming in for another pit stop. Interesting. So that caught me off guard, but that's going to drop Ryan back now, so I don't know what happened there. Right, Barkhuizen, the leader, he is out and going around the bottom of the circuit. Quan du Plessis just coming out the pits now. Where's Radloff? Radloff is ahead, so Radloff into 2nd place. Right, Ryan Ottens pits. Again. Car goes up, goes down, car does something, car starts. Now it's registered that pit stop. So there we go. I don't know why you had to do that twice, Ryan, but well done, you've done it. It's legal, it's legit, it's in the books. Tinen Kubi's out the pits and out behind Ryan, so let's just wait for the timing screen to catch up. But Bernard Barkhuizen, here we go. This is the last lap. That was a great drive by Bernard Barkhuizen. It's finally relaxing a little bit and letting the BMW hang its rear end out. 7th and 8th close. Ron Sebastian. No, they're not close. Bernard Barkhuizen over the line. We'll jump back to them. Kieran Patterson very close, and Bernard Barkhuizen will take the win. Look at this. This is Patterson and Christine. Patterson net 6th at the moment and trying to get up the inside, and contacts with Eric Christine. Now that's when my nerves just come apart at the seams. Eric gets going ahead and will hold his position, and no harm, no foul, really, I suppose, but not the way to go around the track. Christopher Radloff into the pits. He's done and dusted for 2nd. Quan Duplessis comes over the line. That's 3rd place. AJ de Kock over the line for 4th place. Well done for the hybrid guys. Eric Christine, final turn. He manages to hold on to everything and he finishes a net 5th. Patterson comes over for 6th place. Henry Seeger's right there in 7th. Grant Sebastian over the line in 8th. Ryan Ottens comes over for 9th. Tinen Kubi brings his Lambo in for 10th. And then Darren Miller comes over for 11th with the rest of the field from there. Jay Buerta, John Ray Buerta, Sunjin Pillay, Tinus Buerta. Yeah. Right, all done and dusted. There was a lot of incidents there tonight, and we did capture a lot of them. Really sad luck and bad luck for Ryan Ottens. I don't know why that pit stop didn't work, but clearly he didn't do something. Possibly, I don't know what the rules are, I didn't look. Maybe he didn't refuel and he was supposed to refuel. But that's it as far as the top 10 goes. I should be able to put that results screen up. That session has ended. There we go. Barkhuizen, Radloff, Quan Duplessis, AJ de Kock, Eric Christine, Patterson, Seeger, Sebastian, Ottens finishes 9th, and Tinen Kubi rounds out your top 10. Biggest baddest, thanks very much. JD Simpson, congrats to Barkhuizen de Villiers for the win. No, not de Villiers. Okay. 7th, 8th, now 6th. Was close. Okay, I'll get you. First time on RaceFace. Daniel, the clown. Good. Thanks, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. That's me for this evening. Thanks to everybody who joined. Hope you enjoyed it. And Stephen, you owe me a couple of beers. Take care and